How's it going? My name's Dave Whipple and you're watching Cheap Wheels. If you're like me and you live on a gravel road and you drive an old vehicle, especially an old truck, you probably are used to hearing this. Noisy, rattly, loose door panels. Man, do I hate that. The worse the road gets, the noisier the door panels get. And here's one of the main reasons. These door panel fasteners, they just get wore out over time. They just get to a point where they don't grab anymore. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna take off this noisy old door skin. We're gonna change all the fasteners. Not only that, but we're gonna check everywhere in the door where there's a screw that holds the door skin to the door. We're gonna make sure that the screw is there. And if it's there, we're gonna make sure it's tight. And if it's not there, of course, we're gonna replace it with a screw in that spot. I picked up this bag of door skin fasteners off eBay. These cost me $5 for 50. So about 10 cents a piece. I'll start by removing the screw that holds the power windows and power locks. And then from there, I'll remove the screw that's down inside the door pull pocket. And then this very last screw on the top, well, this kind of came with the truck. This is not the way it should be stocked, but this is what I inherited when I bought it. Now down here on the bottom of the door, there's a spot where there was a screw here, there's a screw here, spot here, and there's a spot down here. Not surprisingly, none of these screws are there anymore. They've either all fallen out or they've been taken out and not put back in. Nothing is holding the bottom of that panel on. It's only going to take just a minute to get that door skin off, but the first thing I have to do is take the power window, power lock controller, and tuck it back through the hole in the door skin itself. I have to get the handle to go back through the handle hole in the door, and at that point, the door skin will come right off. Now let's take a look at the inside of the door skin. What's broken? What's missing? That's what's going to cause this door to rattle. Let's take a close look at each connection area. Down here on the bottom, these are areas where a screw passes through the door paneling. Now, even though the screws were gone, the bosses, they still look fine. You can see that this housing for door panel fastener is broken, but I still think there is enough meat that we can install a new fastener, and I think it's going to hold it. That fastener mount looks good. That one's broken also. But I think it'll hold a fastener. That one looks good. And this one over here, that one looks good also. Well, what we'll do, we'll replace the old fasteners with new ones, which is kind of funny to say because there wasn't any old ones left. They're all fallen out. Now that we have the door skin off too, check everything in here. See if you can find anything that makes a noise that you can fix. Maybe you move something and it makes a horrible noise, but you can't really figure out a way to fix it. You probably have to live with it. But if there's something that can be fixed, if there's a loose bolt, there's a loose screw, something that's obvious, we should take care of it before we put the door skin back on. If we look up here in the corner, there's a fastener that needs to be removed that is still in the door. It must be one of those housings that was busted that allowed the fastener and the housing to become uncoupled. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing back on. First thing we're going to want to do, we're going to want to get our power window powered door lock. Get our door handle through. The mount right over here, I can feel it's lined up. It's in the hole, it's ready to go. Okay, I think all of our connectors are in the holes and lined up. We can just push those all in there. Now on this back section, push our fasteners in back there. Now from here, I'll reinstall the screw for the power door locks and power windows. I'll also put that screw down in the bottom of the door pull pocket. Then at the top of the door panel, I'll install this hokey jimmy rigged screw that someone left me with. I found myself a random assortment of screws that should work for the bottom of the door panel. I'm not trying to make this truck awesome. And I'm definitely not trying to make it new. But if it's possible, I'd like to make it quiet. I'm interested in keeping my rig on the road for as little as possible. I like to do my own work. That's probably why you're watching this channel. You want to do your own work too. You don't want to take this thing to a shop and have somebody charge you $80 to fix your squeaking door. You can do it yourself. Just going by what this thing sounded like before, I mean, it's already a world of improvement. Probably not going to be silent because it's a 30-year-old truck, but on the other hand, it's not going to be flopping around. So all that unnecessary noise from the broken fasteners and the missing screws, we've got all that figured out. All that's fixed. The truck being old, Nothing we can do about it. When it comes to old cars and trucks, rattles and noises, well, they're part of the deal. But there's always something we can do to make it better. Take that door panel apart, go through it inch by inch, see what's making noise, make it stop. My name's Dave Whipple and you've been watching Cheap Wheels. Keep your junk on the road.